The cash discount program. What is the cash discount program? Well, the name says cash discount. So there should be some type of discount when there's cash involved based on the name, right? But let's learn a little bit more about this. In the United States, for many years, as you know, there's been a charge every time there's a credit card swipe at businesses. So when you go to a restaurant, a retail store, a grocery store, a liquor store, anywhere that has the Visa and MasterCard, Discover or American Express and many more logos hanging on their window, typically there is a percentage that a business owner pays every time there's a swipe at their business. And of course, there's also an authorization fee along with it. For many years, business owners, merchants have been paying percentages for credit card processing. Now, I think about 20 years ago or so, in the gas stations, they implemented the program to where you pay like 35 cents when there's a swipe at the gas station. And they'll typically will have a sign that says cash price for the gas, and then it has credit or debit price for the gas. Different gas stations have it like that, cash or credit or debit. They have two different pricing. Nowadays, you even see a percentage added on a credit card transaction when you pay your auto insurance, some courthouses, some cities, the IRS. When you opt to make a payment with credit card, there's a percentage that you pay on the credit card swipe. So this is not a new program anymore. It's pretty much everywhere. And now you as a merchant can actually take advantage of this cash discount program. Okay, so the cash discount program, you get to actually pass the fee down to the customer. Now, there's different types of cash discount programs, and they're, at the end of the day, they all kind of do the same thing, but they're worded differently, right? They have true cash discounts, right? And a true cash discount is when a business offers a discount to customers who pays in cash, check, or store-branded gift card instead of with a credit or debit card. That's a true cash discount, right? So someone buys a combination plate that costs $10. With the cash discount program at that business, since they're gonna pay with a credit or debit card, they would now pay. They would now opt to pay a fee for that transaction, right? They will be an added amount to the total amount. So instead of just paying $10, now they will pay $10.40 for that dish. Same thing like the gas stations, right? It's $3 a gallon for regular with cash. And then for credit, you will see $3.20. That's the difference. So when you pay with cash, you get a discount. When you don't pay with cash, there's a different price advertised at that business. Then we have the non-cash adjustment. With a non-cash adjustment, the merchant's list prices have a cash discount incentive built in. Customers who pay with credit cards and signature debit cards do not receive the discount and will see a non-cash adjustment on their receipt. Then you have surcharging. Surcharges are fees added to the cost of the purchase for the privilege of using a credit card. Business owners must take additional steps to comply with the brands. So who's eligible for this? Card present and card not present transactions are eligible for our cash discount program. If you have a website and you want to add this fee, you can. If you have a mobile reader, you can. If you have a credit card swiper, you can. If you have a POS system, you can. There's always a way to add one of these programs. Depending what state you are in, might depend the program that can be implemented to your business. Each state has their laws. Each city has their laws. At that point, you have to kind of check in with your city, or your consultant himself would want to be able to advise the customer, what is beneficial to them and what is not. Okay, typically, companies charge a 4% per transaction on this program, and usually a $50 to $100 monthly fee. Okay. Some companies have contracts and additional hidden fees, and others don't. So that's pretty much what the cash discount program is, and what some of these other names that can be used to have the same similar result. Okay, it all comes back to that. The traditional way, the business owner pays a percentage, pays $1,000, and this new way, they no longer have to pay those $1,000. Instead, they're kind of meeting halfway with their customer, because they're still paying a monthly fee. They're still paying to have the machine and the service there. So the customer's paying 30 cents, 40 cents, 80 cents, $3, $4, $5, whatever the amount is for these transactions. When in other cases, the business owner will end up paying $500, $1,000, $2,000. One customer paying 40 cents is not going to feel the 40 cents, but a business owner paying $400, $800, they will feel that in their pockets. And if they're saving $400 every month in 1 year, you're talking about almost $5,000. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. There are some programs now, some softwares, they're very strict on debit cards. So some machines might not be able to, they don't charge any type of debit or PIN debit. Some softwares allow the business owners to have the programs that they want and do as they wish on the customer. But typically, Visa and MasterCard and some of those credit card associations, they have done some updates. It's one of these programs you have to kind of keep an eye out off and on, and learn about the changes and how to implement it for your customers. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you go to our website, elitewebtechnology.us/cash-discount-program/ under services, you'll see cash discount. You'll see details about this. You'll see how the signage at the gas stations look. You'll have an example of how the receipt looks. And yeah, let's go ahead and start helping people save money.